All right, guys. Well, I'm out at McConnells. McConnell Machinery out in Lawrence. They used to have 2 locations. Now they're down to 1. But I pull up and they've got 2 U48-5s. And I mean, here's a 55-5. I'm not big on Kubota excavators. I don't know a lot of changes, but to me, this looks a little different. I mean, you guys tell me if that's a little different. Maybe the -5 is the newest model, but I kind of like this because this is really about the size of my excavator. Well, I grabbed a book. Let's get you in the shade so we can see. The operating weight of a 48 angle blade, operator weight 100. Let's just do empty machine. That's how Yanmar does it. Steel or rubber track is 11,322 pounds. Steel track adds a couple hundred pounds. It literally almost adds 200, and it does add 210 pounds. What horsepower are we at? We're at 40 horse, 38.9 actual output. The 40 horse is gross. That's right around mine. I think I'm like 39 horsepower on the 50. Oh, I don't remember my dig depth. Where? Well, you guys are probably yelling at me. It's right there. Well, I don't see dig depth. Where's dig depth? Breakout force, I don't remember what mine is, so we just won't compare it. The ground speed might be interesting to know. I think my ground speed might be 4 miles an hour in high gear. Pump output, what do we have? Pump capacity, auxiliary flow, 17.2 gallon a minute. I think mine's like 18.9 or so. I know Speedbinder Jeremy's probably yelling at me right now. No, it's this. No, it's that. I know. I should know all that stuff, but I don't. I don't remember it. I've had the machine for a while. All right, so what we're gonna do, let's walk around the outside. Here's a door for something. What does this do? Oh, that's kind of nice. I'm not quite sure what this is. Maybe, what the heck is that symbol? Let's push it. Maybe that bleeds your, I mean, I don't know what that push button would be, but that's kind of nice. It's in a locking compartment. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily want to have to pull my key out every time to put fuel in it. Mine, I can leave my door open and I can open my door, but I mean, that's kind of nice. It looks like you could probably get a counterweight to bolt onto it and it wouldn't be zero till at that point, but pretty accessible. Water separator. Well, you can touch your pump. That's kind of nice. I mean, literally, I'm touching the pump. DPF doesn't seem like it's in a horrible spot at all. Fuel filter. Check your oil. Oil filter. I can touch the belt. Oh, that's kind of nice. Filter minder for your air filter. It's up in there. I mean, that's laid out kind of nice. I like the fact that it has the, a lot of times people don't think about it. So this is open. Ooh, got my finger stuck. But that's open up in there. I know a lot of people are worried about dragging their machine backwards. I don't drag my excavator backwards. But a lot of people are worried about dragging it backwards and spinning that turbo backwards. The nice thing with these is if airflow goes in there, it'll bypass the easiest way possible. So it's probably going to bypass mostly away from that exhaust pipe. And then, you know, I would think that it's not going to go through the DPF. I don't know, but it's just something to think about. This is kind of nice. I like how the coolers are set up. It might be fairly difficult to blow that radiator out. Well, I guess not. You could blow your radiator out this way and you could kind of get to it that way. I don't know. I used to make this tool. And somebody's going to steal the idea and make $1 million, I know. But I used to make this thing out of hard brake line. I'd weld up or bend over the end of it. I'd drill a little bitty hole in it, and then I'd put a rubber hose on the other end and I'd stick it on my blowgun. Well, then what you can do, so you could put that brake line through here. I used to do it on tractors all the time. You put your brake line in there, and then you kind of had to watch it because when you hit it, it'd want to go like this, and you don't want to mess up your coolers. You could put a rubber hose on the end of it if you wanted to cushion it. But then when you blow your brake line, or you blow the air through the brake line, it would blow air that way. So it was kind of nice. You could literally go like that and it'd blow the radiators out of tractors really nice. You could do something as simple as that. I like how the coolers are set up. Everything's solid. I mean, if you had to work on this machine, get out of here. I mean, look at that. I do like that. Batteries in here. So you could easily put, you know, like I did, a battery maintainer plug that stays on there all the time. You could put one on that real easy. I mean, if you had to jump start it, there's your battery. I love the control valve. I mean, I love that. This is probably your pattern changer. Oh no, this is not your pattern changer. It's up here. That's your one-way or two-way valve. So either if you have a thumb, you'd have it on two-way. Running a hammer, you'd have it on one-way. But I like that. I mean, look at that. Accessibility, that's pretty nice. You can probably see that through the cover. Here's your filter. You know, your return filter is going to be there. If you had to put a K-strain on it, because I don't think we have a K-strain, which I think everybody in the US should be no K-strain. We'll get to the boom, or the stick rather, here in a little bit. But if you needed to do a K-strain, you could easily tee into these, more than likely. This is your return, so you could probably put a tee into here. You could machine the top of that cover if you wanted. It shouldn't be extremely difficult to put a K-strain in it. That's probably a pressure relief. Yep, that's a pressure relief, just kind of like big machines have on them. So it relieves the pressure in the tank. I don't know, I like that. Ooh, that you see that a lot on bigger machines. I want to say that they call that an accumulator. We won't get into it. I don't want to try to explain it and then people have questions. But I would say that's what that is. I don't know. I don't really see anything in there that I need to call out anymore. Hang on a second. You have to push that to get the thing down. Yep, you can see your hydraulic tank through there. Let's lock that back up. Nice rubber coated locks too. That's kind of nice. And let's see, you have to push this thing. It's hard to do one-handed. So, and I'm trying to hold the brochure in there in case we need information. Pattern changer, steel track. Oh, it tells you how to adjust how much slack to have in your rubber tracks and your steel tracks. This is probably pattern changer, if I had to guess. Yep, that's pattern changer, I would assume. We'll see what pattern it's on. He said I could drive it around or do whatever. Here, let's look at the boom and the stick, really. The blade looks very nice. It's pretty beefy. I don't know, I do kind of like how much room you have in here. And I mean, strength wise, I mean, that's all pretty good sized plate. That's kind of nice. I kind of like this. I like the hose routing. I wouldn't like the hose routing if I had to replace it. It's probably a little more difficult than the Yanmar, but it keeps it tucked away a little nicer and tighter. Got covering on everything. I don't know if I could ever go this way without, I'd put a Yanmar coupler on it. I love the hydraulic coupler Yanmar's got. It's nice that they already have a shutoff valve on it. Yanmar's got that too. But it's nice that they have a shutoff valve on it. They've got LED lights on it and a light up in here. I like the placement for the light up in there. It's protected. Pretty good size cylinder for the blade pivot. So, and you know what? Let's look at grease points. So over here, because that's a nice thing. Grease points on the side. The Yanmar is incredibly easy to grease, but grease point, you know, grease point. Where's the grease point for this? It's probably underneath. It's underneath. It's not bad to grease. I don't think it'd be horrible. I saw the grease points there. Almost, I think all of them are actually protected except for up underneath. Grease point there. Where's for your knuckle? Probably on the other side. I'm just used to it being on this side with the Yanmar. Well, oh, it's tucked inside. It's on the other side, but it's tucked inside, so that's not horrible. Here's your grease point and grease point. You can get both of them on this side. That's not horrible. Not horrible at all. I think it's a good looking machine. I mean, you guys tell me, but I think it's a pretty good looking machine. Looks like about the same size undercarriage as my machine. I kind of like the fact that they do have a bigger hook hole, it looks like, than the Yanmar. Not by much, but it is bigger. And I do like the fact that they have, I mean, it's bolt on, but I like the fact that they have a hook on the undercarriage instead of hooking to your blade. I'd still probably hook to the blade, but I mean, it's a good option to have. I do like that. And let's put the door back. It sits pretty flush with the machine, doesn't stick out anything or crazy. Let's get up in this, brand new. It feels pretty good getting in it. I know that sounds stupid to say, but some machines, it just doesn't feel good to get in it. Let's see. I have short little feet, or like weird, I don't know, I got short little legs, and it's hard for me to articulate back. A lot of times you'll see me kind of doing this. I like the fact that your blade deal has a pedal on it. I kind of like having a pedal here because I steer mine usually in reverse like this. I won't have my feet like this. I steer it like this. Well, this foot's on a pedal. I don't have a pedal here. I mean, it looks like maybe you could put a pedal. I guess I could ask Jason in there. I mean, it's a decent cab. I mean, this is probably the size cab that's on the Yanmar. It might be a little tighter, honestly. It might be a little tighter than my cab. Let's, and I'm not prepared to do everything in here one-handed, I guess. The door latch is good. Slide out glass. Oh, it does have the thing to where if you want to take your glass out, you can put your glass in here. That's what these are. The Yanmar's got that also. You slide the glass in and you clip it in there. So it does have that. The bottom tray for that. Cup holder down here instead of back here. The Yanmar is back here. I kind of like the cup holder up there so you're not twisting around, but I'm not saying the Yanmar's bad at all. Let's put a key in it. Let's turn this down. Let's just turn that off so we can talk. Alright, there's your forced, or your cancel for your DPF. Don't ever mess with that. Just let it DPF when it's supposed to. Let's go ahead and operator presence down. Throttle. I'd assume we probably have auto idle in here. Oh, look at this. We have a digital display. I don't know if they're all like this. You know, I haven't been to Kubota for quite a while, but that's kind of nice. It's got 1.1 hour on it, and it doesn't have a lot of fuel, but it's got, I don't know, 1/8 of the tank. At least it's more than the deal over there. And I'm going to scroll through and see what we have. I would assume this is 2-speed. So we're internal. Yep, so that's 2-speed. Our blade, this should be blade pivot. It is. Fairly quick. This will be your hydraulics, horn, constant on for hydraulics, I'm sure. Let's see what it says. Does it say what my trigger is? It said, yeah, I would say it's constant on for hydraulics. What was that? Something beeped at me. Oh, so this has got, you know, different functions. So I guess that's gonna scroll through your functions. So if you want to run your auxiliary, I'd assume it probably sets up your flow for different things. And I'm sure you could probably set that for a multitude of different things. Jason didn't want to come out and be on TV, so that's why I'm guessing at some of this stuff. This probably goes through your menu. This is your scroll through your menu, and that's probably back, I would assume. Well, here's probably your auto idle, on or off, if I had to guess. Wiper, wiper. I don't know why. Oh, wiper sprayers and wiper, I guess. This is probably your delete to make it not make noise as you track. We are in auto idle. It's got a little bitty compartment there. I'm a compartment kind of guy. I'd like to see more compartments in here to put stuff. Let's see. Oh, that's kind of nice. I mean, it keeps it at different positions instead of just opening it and it slides back. That's kind of nice. A little hard to do one-handed when it's brand new, but most important thing, where's the radio? Most important thing for me, I don't see where the radio would go, guys. I mean, I have speakers. Maybe the radio's in the screen. Let's see. Auxiliary flow, various settings it says, log record, periodic check, messages. Let's go into auxiliary flow. Well, that didn't do anything. How do I pick? Oh, I pick it that way. So you scroll and pick it. Ooh, flow volume setting. Let's see. Oh, so it at least has 5 different things. So it has 5 different settings that you could go into and set up for various attachments, I assume. What's in mode selection? Nope, I hit the wrong button. Went back to where I was. Oh, so you can go in and select different modes. Okay. It's in various settings. Let's just play with it and find out. Languages, date and time. You can set the thing, work light on and off, delay, and that's it. So I don't know where the radio is, guys. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's the radio. Maybe that's that panel. You put a normal radio in it instead of like a Jensen radio. I bet you that's what it is. Okay. Let's, I don't know, let's play with it a little bit. It's idled up. See how fast this critter is. What did I do? I don't know what I did. Is that all the way up? There's no way that's all the way up. Is that throttle all the way up? If so, this thing is very quiet. Let me see. I guess I could go get a different mount, but why don't you guys hang out right there and oh, don't scratch a brand new machine. I already did. I mean, it's smooth. I can't believe that that's all the way up. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. But I can't believe that's all the throttle that you hear. It's pretty quiet if it is. I mean, it's really quiet. I've got the side door open and I've got the window open, and like it doesn't even sound like it's all the way up. Oh, is that 2300 RPM? Sure is. So that's all the way up, guys. I'm inside the machine with the windows open. That's pretty quiet. Like, I thought that I wasn't up to RPM yet. That's pretty quiet. Hang on a second. I'm gonna just close the door. Let's close everything up. We'll see how quiet it is then. Click the thing. I don't like that. You have to reach around and grab that handle. It's not bad. I mean, I bet you after you turn this on, that's really not bad. I don't know if it's quieter or louder than the Yanmar. It sounds like it's quieter than the Yanmar. It's pretty quiet. It's pretty quiet. I don't know. I don't think I'd turn it down if they wanted to bring it to me and have me try it out for a while. I mean, I'm a Yanmar fan. Don't get me wrong. But It's a nice comfortable cab. It's not bad to get in and out of. I mean, I know that sounds really dumb. Look at that. It's got a little paint protection. That's like a rubber film that they put on there. That's kind of nice. But, oh, what do we have? Oh, that's your recycle knot. Here, we got something else down in here. That looks like, is this a panel that you open up for something? Oh, maybe for something. There's a, let's see what's in here. You can actually get in here with the key. Here's our hydraulic stop. That's probably just an access panel. Oh, cabin air filter. Cabin air filter, I bet you that's what that's for. Fuse box. I mean, everything's pretty easy to get to. I don't know, guys, that's pretty quiet. I'm actually surprised at how quiet that machine is. I definitely like it. It's the same size as my 50. That's why when I saw it, I was kind of intrigued about it. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Have you owned or looked at or demoed a U48-5 yet? That seems like a pretty nice little machine. I don't think I'd ever go from Yanmar, but if I couldn't get one, that might not be a bad machine, because I like the size. You know, going to a 55, that's just so much bigger machine than what I really need. I do everything I need to do with this, you know, with this size machine. I kind of like it's a little bit lighter to haul around and whatnot, but it's kind of a sexy looking machine. I like the color scheme and all that. It's a good looking machine. But I figured I'd show you guys that. They've got some equipment out here. They've got two 48s. They got a 55, SSV 65, SVL 75. That's the one I was tracking around, seeing if it popped. They've got some brush hogs back there. They still have some tractors. They've got more tractors and a baler. Then we have all kinds of other tractors, open stations over there. So if you're around the Kansas City area and you're wanting a tractor or a skid loader or something, you know, give the guys at McConnells a call. Tell them that Jason sent you from Lawn Tamers or Skidco. If you call up here, talk to Jason. He's my guy. He's my salesman. That's who I usually use. I'd recommend him. And I'm gonna make sure I locked up everything on this machine, because I don't want to leave it unlocked. But if you guys, you know, need a machine and you're around, you might check with him, see what he can do for you. So thanks for watching, and I don't know, we'll see you on the next one. Let me know what else you want to see used. Maybe I can get something demoed or whatever, or you know, if somebody's got one, I can check it out and I'll let you know what I think about it. But I don't know, I don't think this is a bad competitor here. That's a pretty nice machine. I really do like the access for working on stuff. There's something to be said about opening up half that machine. I don't know. We'll see you guys later. Thanks.